Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome and thanks for joining me. So this week I have the new Armies of the United States book from Wargamers. So we'll have a quick look through it and I'll give you a couple of thoughts at the end. So without ado, let's turn this camera around and have a look in the book. Okay everybody, here it is. The Army of the United States Army book from Wargamers. So I'm going to have a quick look through it. I'm not going to dwell on too much of it, obviously for copyright reasons, but we'll have a quick look. So I'll flip through index, introduction, just a bit of background. GIs, airborne. I mean, these plates are good if you're looking for a bit of a painting guide. So here we go. Start off at the army list. So this first 21 pages is just bit of background to the different types of units in the US Army. Now we get onto the army list. So we've got the Army Special Rules. There's no change there. We've got the Fire and Maneuver, Air Superiority, Modern Communications, and by Air, Land and Sea, which is similar to the one the Germans got. Basically, it's a way of condensing the book down. So instead of having separate entries for regular infantry, Marines, airborne, Rangers, etc., now what it is you've got an infantry entry, and then at the bottom you have the option, this Air, Land and Sea option, which lets you select airborne, Marines or Rangers as an add-on to the standard infantry units, which makes them obviously reduces the amount of paperwork they need, and has one infantry entry to cover all infantry options rather than separate ones for normal GIs, airborne, Marines, Rangers, etc. So first up we've got the headquarters. So again, this has gone the same as the German one. You've got your officer and he can be accompanied by up to 5 men, and then you can have anybody replace rifle with submachine gun for 4 points. So that's cool. Now on the special rules, we've got the by Air, Land and Sea, airborne, Rangers, Marines. So if you take as airborne, then you can take an additional 2 men. And if you can take as Marines, you can take an additional 1 man from the list. So you can have a 8-man airborne HQ and a 7-man Marine HQ, which is useful. And I've played a game using the 5-man infantry HQs with SMGs, and I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll put a link at the end of the video if you just want to click on it, and you can see that little battle report that I did reference that game, playing with the new Armies of book. And then we've got medic, chaplain, forward observer, and then we get on to the infantry squads. So we've got infantry squads and teams. So we've got US rifle squads, and we've got armoured infantry rifle squads, armoured infantry mortar squad. So these are all new additions, and this especially armoured infantry mortar squad might be an interesting option. We've got armoured infantry machine gun squads, engineering squads, airborne engineer squads, which is an interesting one. I'll have to read it up on that, because I thought your engineer squad's going to be taken in an engineer platoon, so you must have Airborne Engineer Platoon, which is another something new. Paratrooper Squad, Pathfinder Squad, Glider Squad, Glider Machine Gun Squad, Ranger Squads, INR Squad, which is Intelligence and Reconnaissance, Marines, Marine Raiders Squads. You've got Morels Marauders as a separate entry. Philippine Scout Squad, and their special role is cavalry. So the Philippine Scout Squads can take horses. Military Police Corps, rear detachments, medium machine gun team, heavy machine gun teams, bazooka teams, sniper teams, flamethrower teams, war dog team, heavy weapons rifle team, light mortar team, medium mortar, heavy mortar. You've got field artillery, light, medium and heavy, recoilless artillery, and rocket launchers are in here. So whereas the Germans can take their Nebelwerfers, now with this army book you can actually take the US equivalents, although they're only the late war only. So if you're going to take a late war list, you can take these. So it was the T-27 mounted in a truck, which is this one here. You got the T-32 xylophone, and you got the T-66 honeycomb, which is 24 tubes. I have got some 3D printed T-66s I bought off eBay. When I've gone through this book, I'll show you them at the end. So they need to be painted up, and I need to get some crews for them, which I'll probably go to either Black Tree or Artisan for them. So we've got anti-aircraft guns, twin 20mm AA gun, 90mm dual purpose AA, M51 multiple machine gun carriage, anti-tank gun, 37mm, 57mm 3-inch tank gun. And we've got vehicles, tanks, we've got the Stuart, and we've got the M3, M3A1, M3A3 and M3A1 Satan flamethrower. Ooh. M5 Stuart, M7 mechanized flamethrower, M24 Chaffee, which is without a doubt my favourite tank. It's quite hard hitting, and having the recce rule just makes it a complete must, because you can just it's actually gone up. I think it was 160 points, it's now 170, which makes it 180 with the recce rule. Yeah, so it's definitely gone up 10 points. It was 160. The M3 Lee Grant medium tank, and you got the M3, M3s, M4 Shermans 75mm, the M4A1, A2, A3 and A4 Sherman 75mm, 76mm, the Jumbo Heavy Assault version, 105mm howitzer, the Salopy with the multi-rocket launcher on the top of the Sherman, the Zippos, so you got an early version and a late version, the Crocodile DD Sherman, Sherman Dozer, M26 Persian heavy tank, which is a nice tank. I have got one I played in the past, and it's really good tank, just a shame it's so expensive. 390 points for a veteran, because you're going to take this, you might as well go veteran so you can use the gyro stabilizer. Next up we've got the LVT Alligator, LVT for Ransom flamethrower, and then tank destroyers. You've got the M6, the M3, the M10, the M18 Hellcat, M36 Jackson, and then we've got self-propelled artillery. So we've got the M8 Scott, Priest, M12 gun motor carriage, M40 gun motor carriage, M3, M305 howitzer motor carriage, M4 mortar carrier. You got the M21 mortar carrier, mortar jeep, LVT landing vehicle, US Marine. Oh, interesting one. US Marine Corps International M2/4 rocket truck 1 ton. It's got multiple launcher on it. Interesting. Anti-aircraft vehicles. We've got the M13 multi-gun carriage, M15 multiple gun carriage, M16 multiple gun carriage, which is the old meat chopper for heavy machine guns. I like that. Again, I used that in that battle report I mentioned before. M8 Greyhound, M20 Scout Car, Recon Jeep, US Airborne Jeeps, Armoured Jeep with twin bazookas. Sounds good. We can find a model for it. I'll try one of them out. Transport and tows. Got the white car, M2 half track, M2A1 half track, M3 half track, M29 Weasel, Jeep, Dodge 3/4 ton truck, 1.5 ton truck, 2.5 ton truck, Mack heavy truck, M4, M5 artillery tractor, Duck, amphibious truck, LVT amphibious troop transport, LVT4 water buffalo. And then at the back here, there's some, so the LVT2 armoured amphibious troop transport, landing craft personnel, landing craft mechanised, field ambulances and armoured ambulance. And we've got some sample armies, so we'll have a quick look at these. So some of them are quite interesting. So this is a 1,000 points United States Marine Corps, which is just 2 platoons actually. So you got a rifle platoon, a platoon commander, 3 men, 2 13-man Marine squads, bazooka team, sniper team, and a war dog team. And then we've got an engineer platoon. Again, platoon commander with 3 men and 2 5-man engineer squads. LVT4 is 1,000 points. Not sure how well that would play. I could certainly put the army together and try it out. And here we've got Northwest Europe US Army. So again, we've got, it's only 2 platoons at 1,247 points. So we've got a platoon commander, 3-man, Air Force forward observer, medic, 2 12-man rifle squads, bazooka team, sniper team, jeep, and then an M4A3 Sherman 76, and another Sherman 76, and an M8 Greyhound. The armour platoon is way heavier than the rifle platoon there. It's a 700 point armour platoon. I'm not sure about playing that. There you go. Then we've got a US Rangers D-Day platoon. So again, it's 1,000 points and 2 platoons. We've got a platoon commander, Ranger squad, Ranger squad, bazooka team, sniper team, DD Sherman and Recon Jeep. And another one, this is a US Airborne. Again, it's 2 platoons, rifle platoon, 5-man vet platoon commander, and then we've got paratrooper squads, 2 6-man paratrooper squads, 3 6-man paratrooper squads, bazooka team, sniper team, heavy weapons platoon of platoon commander by himself, and then we've got a medium machine gun team and a medium mortar team with a spotter. Force selection guide. So this is where it tells you early war, mid war, late war. This is something I really like about the army books, because it tells you what you can do, what you can take for early, mid and late war. So if you're going to an event, or somebody's doing an event that says we're doing a early war event, so please bring early war units only, then you can go here and you can pick your army using only the items that are on the early war force selection guide, which is good. I like that idea. It limits you to what you can take, but that's what you had early war. You can't really take anything else, because it wouldn't be an early war. So that's the early war list. And then we've got mid-war. As you can see, there's a lot more stuff mid-war. Tanks go up a bit, and then we go to the late war list, which should be bigger again. Picture. So here goes the late war list, and you can see a lot more tanks. My favourite Persian comes in there. The Chaffee's in there. Because the Chaffee mid-war. I think my Chaffee was only a late war. Actually, so mid-war. Yeah. So yeah, so Chaffee's only late war as well. So that most of the stuff I like to play with out of the army book is late war, obviously, because especially now I've got my rocket launchers, I've got my second Chaffee, so now I've got 2 Chafees, so I'll probably run 2 Chafees, see how that goes. And there you go, that's the end of the book. So that's the Armies of the United States book. I say I flipped through it all. I've told you what's in it. I've not gone into a great deal of detail regarding points, etc. So, was all the units you were expecting in there? Is anything missing that you're disappointed is not in there? I think most of the stuff's in there. There's a couple of new things in there that I've not noticed in the previous army books. They might have been in some of the campaign books, but certainly not in the army books. So I think the army book has expanded contents wise, and as I said, the way that they've done the infantry squads now by using this and land, sea and air edition makes for less pages, because I would imagine there'd be at least another 30 or 40 pages if they had GI infantry squad, Marine infantry squad, paratrooper infantry squad and Ranger infantry squad as all separate entries. So that is a way of condensing. It can be confusing, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. So anyway, that's the book. So I'll quickly grab the 3D prints that I got for the T66 multiple launchers and show you them. I'll be back in a sec. So as I said, with the Army of the United States book, I got myself another Chaffee. So it gives me 2 Chafees. I say there, 2 of them to get me over the £50 for free postage. And this are my T66 multiple rocket launchers that I ordered off eBay. So I'm being cheesy, I ordered 4. So I can take 4 if I want to. I'm just going to use one at first. What I'll do is I'll paint one up, put on a base, and I'll use the crew off my 105mm medium howitzer to man it. And then what I'll do is I will get crews for them, as I said, from Artisan or Black Tree Design or one of the other companies that make metal miniatures. Yeah, so these are quite nice. These are, I say, they were ordered off eBay. If you want to pick yourself some up for your US, it's the T66 multiple rocket launcher. So if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.